Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4, and today we're looking at Hellboy The Board Game Expansions. That's 4 of them, plus a dice game. Whoa, there's lots in this Kickstarter to get excited about. Or is there? Lipstickpaddy, please tell us why there's something wrong with this Kickstarter. Well, here we have Hellboy The Board Game Expansions, plural, and dice game. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Yep. Mantic games are insane. Insane? You ask, why are they insane? I don't often go in the FAQ, but I have to. Will you be reprinting the original Kickstarter edition of Hellboy, the board game, or the base game? No. We will not be reprinting the original Kickstarter. 1, you don't need to repeat the question if it's just been asked. No. And you didn't give us a reason. No reason. You're from England. You should know this better. We need the reason why. It blows my mind that Mantic are not doing it. I didn't even know this Kickstarter was going until one of my game friends told me about it, and I'm like, what? There's a it's back on Kickstarter? And I came to it and I'm like, oh, we can get the base, we can get the... And then, no. It's like, oh my god. You do a Kickstarter, right? You do a Kickstarter and you have amazing... It's amazing when it comes out. There's videos out there, it's a known property, and then you come back with a 1.5 version, or even a 1.1 version with just some cleanup of the rules maybe, or whatever it is, with the expansion, and the Kickstarter goes like gangbusters. And here they're not even doing it. What's going on? Why? This needs a bigger... It needs to be like explained why they can't do a second, because these expansions are continuing the story. They're continuing the story. They're not standalone. It clearly states you need the original base game for it. So without actually going on eBay and paying ridiculous price for the original, it's like a huge miss. And because of that, you know, they've done great. I mean, they've got 3,700 backers almost, and it's £250,000. But that could have been £1 million. Hellboy the board game, if the single base was here, if you'd come in, and especially when people see you expanding the game out, they would jump straight into this, and it wouldn't even be that expensive. Look, you're getting all the expansions and this tiny dice game for £79. You know, you put the original pledge on here. You must be the only company that's not done this. It is absolutely staggering that can't pledge for it. You can't even late pledge for it. They're just saying no reasons for it. No reasons for it. It's funny because they say here, the Hellboy the dice game. Why are you doing that separately as a separate pledge? Because at the minute you're throwing it all into one, we can't even get that. You're denying Kickstarter peeps even your dice game. It just blows my mind how idiotic this is. It's stupid. How stupid it is. You know, second definition of stupid is you harm yourself or you do harm to other people. And if people want to come in here, you know, bottom line is you could have been creating more money. Bottom line is you're disappointing people that want to get this. I mean, it's fantastic IP. You nailed it in the base game. Why you don't think it's worth doing a Kickstarter for the base on here? It's just mind-blowing. Did you lose the... I mean, tell us if you lost the IP for the original story of it. I mean, We need to understand this, because it's the way it is. It's like it's the most stupid, idiotic business idea we've seen on Kickstarter. I don't know, peeps. What do you think about this? Maybe you're watching this video and you're like, I have the base and I'm pledging for this. Well, what do you think as a fan of the game that they're not offering this IP base game to people that missed the first Kickstarter? You know, there are those people that genuinely miss Kickstarters because potentially they're on holiday. Especially if the Kickstarters are run over summer. Secondly, some people don't have finances for Kickstarters, but they do now. Thirdly, some people prefer to back Kickstarter when it's a known property, when they're coming back on Kickstarter with a 1.5 or coming back with an expansion and selling the base on Kickstarter. You can understand those people. They don't want to risk Kickstarter. They want to back on a known project. There's no harm in that. And what have they done here? No base. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. And it's looking like so good as well. You're expanding the story where Hellboy is going to get attacked by Nemi, who can turn into a dragon form. You've even got an updated version of Hellboy. I don't know. It's all looking good. Now, considering you're getting 4 expansions, these are pretty much coming to you like $20. So £20, sorry. You're getting some nice minis. You're getting a nice deck of Doom cards. It doesn't tell me how big the deck is. Is that the whole one there? Is it a 52 deck of Doom cards? If you could tell me I've got a deck of cards, I feel like you mean 52, so that's a little bit... Why are they saying a deck of Doom cards? Is it really 52? And is it repeat art? We're not, you know, etc. You know, we want to know this stuff. Boss behavior cards. Boss behavior cards. Is it... You can solo this? Expansion, can you? I don't know. You're PvEing and it's got an AI. I'm guessing that's what it is. And end of day is coming. Then you get some more nice minis. It's weird that they're putting the minis like this because you can't really see them. It's kind of a weird design of the Kickstarter. The agent cards are so small you can't even read the special rules that are coming with these characters or any of the abilities, their actions. So all this stuff is kind of small, and I've got this zoomed in fairly far, and this is how big it is. I really don't know. And the scale of the minis here, look at little Bavaria here. She's tiny next to these. Is this all to scale? Are these to scale? You know, minis looking cool. If you go on YouTube, you'll see many people that have painted these. They look phenomenal. They look really good. I'm sure you're coming in here to get all this stuff. This Hell on Earth one's funny because it's literally the army of these up here, isn't it? It's like a big army that's coming in. That's genuinely going to be great because you're going to be ripping these up. And then you've got the dice game, which seems very small. Deck of cards, a fistful of dice, some really tiny red ones, and a little deck of rules. Like, you could be selling that for like £10. Why not selling that as 10? They just shoved it all in. 2 pledges, 1 for retail, so you've got realistically 1 here. Anyway, they've been expanding it out, so it has been growing. You've got this DC art, which is kind of noir style, horror style. And it's, you know, I mean, I'm not a massive fan of it, but it's kind of adult in its nature, and it is, you can at least see like the heroes punching someone in the face or smoking a cigarette. This is adult content. So yeah, it's a little bit creepy, and it has that kind of horror look. Anyway, it's cool. I'm okay with it. But you know, bottom line is I would be backing this, but I can't because it's denial. The denying that people would want to come back, and if you're a real fan of Hellboy, you should have bagged the first one. Attitude. It stinks, doesn't it? Alright. Now there's a little bit of the minis here, and they're big, aren't they? Hellboy 43. The boss is 40, but then when he turns into a dragon, it's going to be a massive 107. She. It looks like she's a she. Okay. I don't know my lore that much of the comic book world, but this is what's great about the game, is it's kind of following the story, right, of Hellboy dying in hell. So, is that a spoiler? Maybe. So they're using this bit to kind of show you the images again. It's not any bigger, they're not showing this clearer, and these pictures of the painted minis look great. You got like a nun on fire here. Someone jumping in the air and using the katana to split something in half. Looking cool. Yeah, minis look cool. Totally. There should be a video. Why we're not bringing the base game. We're sorry. Why can we not bring it? Why can't we do it? Is what they should be saying. Anyhow, cloth bag coming to store dice just to put your dice in this bag instead of putting them in a plastic baggie. So that's kind of a nice thing. And the rest of the stretch goes looking solid. It's giving you, new characters, new abilities. It's giving you new case files to actually play, and it's frustrating looking at these expansions. They look good. The stretch goals look good. The shipping is reasonable. It's reasonable. It's just a massive letdown. It's just a massive letdown. It's like an exclusive. It should have this big sticker here saying, this is for Hellboy original Kickstarter fans only. Everyone else, go away, is what it's trying to say. Right. Can I not buy the dice game separately? They will be separately at retail, but not during the Kickstarter. Question. That's like scratching my head. The part where I'm scratching at my head is like blistered. Because I've been scratching it so much. Am I going to get my pledge before retail? That's what they hope. We'll try to avoid this as much as possible. Other companies are refusing to go to retail until it delivers. Just to say that. Yeah, you can go one pledge, but remind yourself that you can't get the original and you can only update it to the pledge that you can see here. They are saying the retail price is double, so you are getting like a great deal here for these expansions. Envy. Colour me envious. Will Ben Damio be in the game? No, unfortunately, we are unable to include Ben Damio in Hellboy the Board Game. What's going on here? Is that IP related and you can't bring the base back? You've lost the IP rights to the base? What's going on? Panda are making the game. They made the original Kickstarter. Normally when a game says we can't do something, it's because they've changed companies and the molds that were made were individual with a company. So if they're using the same company as the original Kickstarter, they should have the same molds of the minis. Why can't you just reprint it? It's absolutely a no-brainer. Will there be any scenarios or miniatures based on the films? No, we don't have the rights to that. Rights are on the comic book. Do I need to use the expansions? You only need the core that you can't get here. They're not standalone. Does it come in one big box? Actually, yes, but we're not showing you that. The Pledge of Doom comes in a box that is the same height as the core box, so you'll get it to match your shelf, and it will have everything in it. It's really cool. Why are you putting that here in the FAQ? That's like a nice surprise to find in the FAQ, that there's going to be a big box. And will I be able to purchase previously released expansions and minis that were released at retail? Yes, they are making them available in the Pledge Manager. You know, expansions and minis are going to be in the Pledge Manager, but you can't put the base in there. What? Updates. Talking about an unlock and the next unlock. Repeat, rinse. Repeat and rinse again. Why is there not an exclusive update saying thank you for all those people asking for the base in the comments, but this is we're actually addressing it in this update. Why we can't do it? No. No, 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 no. So there we are. This is like the quickest Kickstarter video I've done because it's really difficult. It's really difficult. It's kind of a nice, cute Kickstarter page. They're not showing off the content that great. Showing off the cards, not great either. So I wish they did that a little bit more. And I don't know why you can't separate them up as pledges. You're making everyone jump in on the big one and all that stuff. And then the big elephant in the room was the bloody base game. So unfortunately, I'm pretty sure, unless you've come to this video just to see what I think of this expansions, they all look fantastic. You get them at a fantastic rate, at least 50% off retail. The shipping prices are good as well. And you get 4 expansions and a dice game for your £79, which is about $100. So, you know, it's nuts. But you could have had your 3,640 backers here with another, I don't know, maybe 5,000 on here that would have come back. And whatever your market research told you that nobody was doing that, that research is poo-poo. Because at the end of the day, you know, they might have said, look, we need 2,000 people to get the base reprinted. That's what it could be. They just need a lot of backers to reprint the original Kickstarter. I don't know what it is. That's my best guess, I guess. But anyway, there you go. If you do know anything about why it's not here, please leave it in the comments. I'm sure people who are disappointed like me, who are up for a new challenge for Hellboy, but we can't play it, that'll be much appreciated, and I'll certainly pin it to the top so people can find it very easily. But yeah, tell me in the comments, what do you think about this not bringing out the core? It's like the most strange business concept on Kickstarter I've seen from a game that has got some critical acclaim to it. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? And you peeps at Mantic need to explain yourselves more clearly. That's what I'll say. And Hellboy the Board Game, you're not even advertising this. What's going on here? You're like, you don't want people to look at this Kickstarter. I don't know. Anyway, there you go, peeps. That's my thoughts on Hellboy the Board Game expansions and dice game. What a mouthful. Looking fantastic. If you've got the base game, colour me envious, but stupid business decisions have really got me scratching my head, and probably yourself. And, you know, Kickstarter is where miracles happen, but in this case, not even close. Not even close. But yeah, good luck with the project, and hope everyone who gets these expansions has great fun with them. And sadly for everybody else, we can just turn away and ignore it, can't we? It's one of them. So on that bombshell, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a comment, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down for some reason, and let me know why your thumbs down. Don't be anonymous, please. And all that good stuff. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. You've been listening to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care, stay safe, and bye-bye for now.